Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Skool. Let me just fix this for you here, guys. How y'all getting on out there? I hope you're keeping well. Massive game on tonight, guys. Absolutely delighted to be bringing this preview, my second preview of the match. I did another preview last night, but it was at like about 2 in the morning. So now I'm doing one today, shortly before this massive clash. The game is kicking off at 8 p.m. British Standard Time tonight. Manchester City versus Inter Milan. It's on in Istanbul at the Ataturk Stadium. What else can be said, guys? Manchester City are going for an unprecedented treble this season. They beat Arsenal to the league. They beat United convincingly in the Cup last weekend. And now Inter Milan stand in their way of them completing a historic treble and matching Manchester United's feat of 1999, much to the bemusement and amusement of Roy Keane and other former Manchester United players, legends. Enormous game tonight. Absolutely massive match. I'm delighted to be doing a live stream, a watch along of the match. I asked for today specifically off work so I could do this. It means a lot to me and my channel. So welcome along, guys, to my preview of tonight's Champions League final. Like I said, I will be doing a watch along starting at 7:30 p.m. and then I will be doing a review of the game afterwards. I'll have a special guest coming on and we're going to be talking football and everything else in between. It's going to be good. What does this mean for the other teams in the Premier League? What does this mean for Arsenal? What does this mean for next season? Of course, Arsenal have qualified for the Champions League after finishing second. The season just gone. Excuse me. But tonight's match is absolutely massive. A monumental game. City, the only thing that has eluded Pep Guardiola and Manchester City has been the Champions League. Now is their opportunity to make it right. I think myself it's going to be a battle against Inter Milan. And I think it's going to be a much harder game than United and then Real Madrid gave them. United, of course, in the FA Cup and Real Madrid in the Champions League. I think it's going to be a much harder match than a lot of people realize or have anticipated. I think Inter Milan are not going along just to make up the numbers. I think they really have a real opportunity. They think they have a real chance to land the trophy. And like I said, Simone and Inzaghi's team are not going along to make up the numbers, guys. They want to win. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. It's going to be a very interesting game, no doubt. I actually fancy Inter Milan. People probably think I'm a bit crazy now, but I actually fancy Inter Milan, to be honest. I think they can do something in this game. It's not all about Manchester City, in my opinion. I think Inter could actually do something in this match. Call me crazy, guys, but I actually think Inter have got a sting in their tail. I do not think it's going to be that easy. Pep Guardiola, it's been said of him many times that he has overcomplicated things in the lead up to massive games. I think that's fair to say, but my opinion, Inter tougher for Man City than Man United. I would agree with that. They are the thoughts of Paul Merson, guys. He thinks that Inter will be much tougher than Man United were. And I think they're going to put up much more of a game than Real Madrid. You know what I mean? There's no need to underestimate in this Manchester City team. I mean, the last thing that Inter Milan and that Simone Inzaghi, their coach, is going to do is underestimate what has been going on. He saw what they did to Real Madrid. He saw the way they pulled Arsenal back in the league. He saw the way they beat Manchester United, even though they didn't play. To my opinion, they didn't play anywhere near the way they played against Real Madrid. Maybe nerves got the best of them in that game, but definitely he saw what they did. The Italian coach, Simone Inzaghi, he has seen what has happened. Inter Milan's trainer, he knows. He has seen Manchester United and what they're capable of. Manchester City, what they're capable of, No doubt he will have the team ready for this game. It's a massive clash. An enormous game ahead. What can we say? It is what it is. Just 1 second, guys, and I'm going to get into it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. MP 1.8K. 1,715 at the moment. I got business cards made up, guys, so hopefully they will do the trick, but I need to go outside the Emirates Stadium at some point and hand those out. Subscribe and help me hit 1.8k. Simple as that, guys. No more to say about it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Excuse me. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right? I don't need to go into it anymore. But yeah, an enormous game coming up. Massive game ahead. The biggest in Manchester City's history? Yeah, I think so. The last 6 finals in the Champions League have included 5 English teams. So there's been a real shift, a real power switch. Premier League teams appearing in the Champions League. In 2021, of course, Manchester City were in the final, but they were beaten by Chelsea, which was a surprise to a lot of people. But tonight they have the opportunity to make that right. I just think it's going to be tougher than they expect. I think Inter Milan are going to pull out all the stops. They want to win this one. They know what they're up against, though. Inter Milan know what they're up against, but it's going to be a feisty encounter, an explosive encounter. Guardiola overthinking and Man City's final hurdle. They do have the fantastic Haaland, though, and he has been a revelation for them in the season just gone. This season, so they do have him. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. A natural goal scorer. He has made the difference on many occasions for them this season. Will he do so tonight? We're going to find out, but he's going to be shackled. There's no doubt about that. He is not going to have the freedom of the park, which he has had in many games this season. Definitely Inter Milan are going to have a game plan in place to deal with the threat of Haaland. He's a fantastic player, Erling Haaland. He's got so many goals this season. I think more than 50 now in all competitions. He's breaking all kinds of records. 50 goals in one season. I mean, I'm not even going to get into it, guys. That is a hell of a lot. I mean, that's a serious amount of goals. That is a serious return. But he's an amazing player. I mean, as soon as he came to City, people were taking note. Everyone was taking notice as soon as he came to City. An incredible player. You know what I mean? Can't say any more than that about it. He's a wonderful talent, and he is a handful. Inter will have a game plan in place, but they're going to have to, because it's going to be a real battle, no doubt. But yeah, massive game coming up, guys, and I'm delighted to be able to bring it to you. I will be doing a watch along from 7:30 onwards, game kicking off at 8, and afterwards I will be doing a review. So I expect that to be really off the chain, a review of the Champions League final. I expect a lot of people to be tuning into that and watching that, but we'll see what happens. It is what it is. It's going to make things interesting, that's for sure. Alright, let's get into it. Pep Guardiola's overthinking no longer a worry for Man City as they seek to wrap up treble against Inter Milan. Pep Guardiola hopes to clinch a historic treble for Manchester City in the Champions League final, having been accused of overthinking his tactics in the past. Picture of him there, guys, with Haaland and De Bruyne. They will be instrumental, of course. It's going to be very, very interesting. Manchester City are one game away from greatness, so it is curious that the manager who was taken into this point is also seen by many as a potential obstacle at the finish line. Such is the narrative that is built up around Pep Guardiola overthinking his tactics in big games. Manchester City head into the Champions League final having already won a domestic double, but in this competition they and their manager have baggage. Most of it comes from the last appearance in the final. City were strong favourites to beat Chelsea in 2021, just as they are against Inter Milan now, but instead suffered a loss which felt self-inflicted as Guardiola opted to start without a natural holding midfielder. It was just the latest in a long line of surprising tactical changes by Guardiola on the European stage, and fed into a reputation for over-elaborating, which at once amuses and frustrates him. I love to overthink and create stupid tactics, he said sarcastically last year. The accusations of overthinking actually began during his time in charge of Bayern Munich, where he started to mix things up more readily, having rarely deviated from his preferred 4-3-3 formation while at Barcelona, winning 2 Champions League in 4 years. The increased tactical flexibility helped Bayern dominate domestically, but it came to be seen as a flaw in Europe, starting in his first season. He opted to play 4 forwards rather than 3 for the home leg of their semi-final against Real Madrid. The decision had disastrous consequences, with Bayern beaten only 1-0 in the first leg, suffering a chastening 4-0 loss at the Allianz Arena, and Guardiola describing his decision to switch to a 4-2-4 formation, having resisted it all season, as a complete fuck-up. And that's what it was, guys. A complete fuck-up. But they're back in the final. They have a chance, and they could complete the treble tonight. It's going to be a terrific game of football. I mean, anybody, guys, don't take your eyes off this one. Yeah? It's going to be explosive. City are going for the treble. Inter Milan are going to fight with everything they have, and Simone Inzaghi has them well up for it. To be honest, I don't think people realise how well they played against AC Milan. You know what I mean? They really put them to bed. Edin Dzeko, he is absolutely on it. Lautaro Martinez, he will do anything to win a game. I mean, he will bend the rules to the absolute limit. He will push, he will pressure, he will hassle, he will harry. He is a real handful. I mean, they have a great team, top to bottom, inside out, back to front. They have been playing with each other for a long time, and Inzaghi has been the coach for quite a while. So this team is a settled team, and a settled team is always dangerous. They're definitely going to have a sting in their tail. City need to be at their absolute imperious best to win this one, in my opinion. This is a real tough game for them. I mean, if they take anything for granted in this game, they will be turned over, because Inter are absolutely ruthless. Just ask AC Milan in the semi-final. They disposed of them nonchalantly. You know what I mean? They put them to the sword with relative ease. This is a team that has a lot of ability, a lot of power, a lot of players that have a lot of capability. It's not all about Manchester City and their treble win here. Like the way they disposed of United, okay, fair enough. I actually don't think they played the best in that game. Gundogan was on it, but they were a little nervous, if you ask me. They looked like they were a bit tense, you know, which is, I suppose, understandable, because they were going for the double with an eye on the treble. You know what I mean? The game, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be close. And like I said, I will be doing a watch along of the game starting at 7:30, so make sure to tune in to my channel for that. I will also be doing a review of the game, which I expect to have a massive following in that. I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in. But this is going to be a game of epic proportions. I mean, anyone that misses this, seriously, guys, you'd have to ask yourself some questions. Yeah, put this one in your diary. Yeah? A massive, massive game is coming. A huge game on the horizon for both teams. It's going to be a real tough game. I'm absolutely delighted to have today off work. I put in for it specially. I will be doing a watch along starting at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Game, of course, kicks off at 8 p.m. British Standard Time. The match, of course, is at the Atatürk Stadium in Istanbul. It makes for a cracking game, guys. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to bring this watch along to you at 7:30. And after the game, I'll be doing a review of the game. I will have a special guest on. We're going to be talking football, the season gone, Manchester City, the final, Inter, and of course, what it means for all the teams in the Premier League next season, including, of course, Arsenal FC, guys. So nearing it so far for us this season. People calling us bottle jobs, I think that's fair. They did bottle it to a certain extent. The manager and the players, and everyone else included with the club, they felt the pieces. Very disappointing end, to be honest, to the season for Arsenal. But there are positives to take from it. There are positives. I mean, you can't say any more than that. There are a lot of positives to take from this season for Arsenal. William Saliba has signed a new extension to his contract. He's going to stay at Arsenal until 2027. But back to tonight's game, guys. I mean to say, I'm absolutely delighted to be there to watch it. People saying about Guardiola's tactics that he tends to overthink things going into finals. But they say he has learned from that. But guys, you have to look at the players he has. The players he has at his disposal. The team that he has. I mean to say, it's different level, guys. Seriously. It's different level. Ahead of the clash in the Champions League final today, guys, Guardiola has said that Manchester City cannot deny the qualities of opponents Inter Milan. Absolutely not. I mean, they might win it, but I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tight for City. I think they really need to be on it from the very first moment. They need to be really on it. I think this is going to be an incredible challenge for them. People, I think, are underestimating Inter Milan, and definitely the tag of underdog for Inter is going to suit them down to the ground. Simone Inzaghi is absolutely fearless going into this game, and the team are going to fancy it. Let's be honest about it. Inter, in my opinion, are going to fancy this one. They're going to be well up for it. The pressure is on City, and if City don't dominate, and if they don't get a hold of the ball, and if they don't take control from the start, I can see it really getting ugly for them. Because this Inter team is a hard team to pin down, man. AC Milan, over 2 games, they were well beaten. Well beaten. And they have played each other, remember, in the Serie A twice. So they know each other inside out. AC Milan know this team, but they still couldn't get the best of them. You know what I mean? Over the 2 games, Inter were miles better than them. It's going to be a real interesting game, I have to say. A really interesting match. I fancy Inter. I'm not going to lie. And it's not because I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm bitter because we got overhauled by City, ba 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 ba. You know what I mean? I really think Inter have a good chance. I think they can do something in this game. I think it's going to be a very, very closely fought, tough, unpredictable game. Will it go to extra time and penalties? In my opinion, it will. I think it'll go all the way. I think Inter are underestimated. I think the tag of underdog is going to suit them down to the ground, and Simone Inzaghi is going to be well up for it. Guardiola saying before the game, we cannot deny the qualities of Inter Milan. You're goddamn right, son, because they have made the final on merit. You know what I mean? They didn't sneak their way into the final. They got there on merit. They have been playing very well this season. You're going to have to wonder about it, guys. Let me check their form in Serie A. But seriously, if I was Guardiola, I would be cautious because they are a dangerous team. They finished 3rd in Serie A, guys. Napoli won the league for El Diego, guys. Lazio came 2nd. And Inter came 3rd, 2 points more than AC. They won 5 of the last 6. 5 wins and 1 loss. But when they played AC Milan, they wiped the floor with them in both games in the semi-final. You know what I mean? They took them to the absolute cleaners. You know what I mean? Inter finished 3rd. But in fairness, the 2nd and 3rd teams, Lazio and Inter, they were miles behind the winners, Napoli. Napoli won it with 90 points. Lazio came with 74, and then Inter with 72, and AC with 70. It is what it is. But yeah. Champions League final penalty shootout. Do you think it's going to go all the way to penalties, my friend? I hope it does. I know it's not a good way to decide it, but I hope it goes extra time, penalties, I hope it's a real tearjerker. People seem to think Manchester City, all they have to do is turn up to take the trophy. I honestly think it's going to be one hell of a game, and I think it's going to be difficult for them. I really think there's going to be a battle all the way. If they're not 100% on it from the first moment to the last, I think Inter are going to do it. I think they're a really dangerous, unpredictable, passionate, motivated, and able side. This Inter team is something, guys. I'm not joking. They didn't make it to the final by chance. Anyone has seen them in the semi-final against AC? Complete control. They were well in that game. They played very good football. I mean, they were dangerous the whole time. I mean, every time I watched them, they looked menacing, dangerous. Quick passes in and around the box, players getting free, and the finishing was just cracked into the back of the net. I mean, the ball was flying into the roof of the net. That's all I saw when I looked at it. A bit like Gundogan against United last week. Absolutely cracking the ball into the back of the net. This Inter team is on something, guys. They finished 3rd in Serie A this season. They were 18 points, is it? No, 16 points behind the winners. of course, were Napoli. They finished third, 2 points ahead of AC back and forth. But over the 2 legs of the Champions League against AC Milan, they completely dominated. Arsenal forever. I would take Lautaro Martinez at Arsenal. Yeah, we tried to get him 2 years ago, wasn't it? We tried to get him 2 years ago. But Chelsea had bought... who's the big man that plays forward for... he's played forward for Inter. The big man. Chelsea bought him anyway. So Chelsea bought one of their top strikers. So they weren't going to sell their other one. You know what I mean? I think that was the only reason that Martinez did not go to Arsenal, in my opinion. Because Inter had already lost one of their top forwards, one of the two, to Chelsea. So they weren't going to sell Martinez to Arsenal. They had already sold one of their players. So yeah, that was basically it in my opinion. But he is a great player and he would do anything to win. He is 100% committed. He's a real handful. I mean, the guy is a real handful. You can't take your eyes off for a minute. He's a dangerous, dangerous player. And he knows where the goal is. I mean, he cracks it in. Dzeko, a new lease of life. He's having an Indian summer as a footballer, yeah. I mean, he's not the youngest anymore, Dzeko, but he is also a real handful. They have a great team. I'm going to watch the highlights now of the game, actually, against the AC. And we'll see what went on, yeah. But we all know what went on. They were brilliant. It's as simple as that. I'm telling you, my Man City got to watch out. This team is up for it. Inter are up for it. You know what I mean? The nerves in the City team before this one, I'd say it's absolutely cranked up to the max. All right, let's see. Inter versus AC. Here we go. Let's see what was going on. All right, the 2-0. They won the first game 2-0, and they won the second game in the semi-final. Inter beat AC in the first game 2-0, and they beat them 1-0 in the second game. Aggregate 3-0. Decent team. Decent team. Not to be underestimated, guys. The one player I want is Osimhen. That would make a serious statement. He's a good player, man. No doubt. All right, here we go. This was the first leg, guys, of the Champions League semi-final between AC and Inter. Inter won it 2-0. They won the second leg 1-0. I'm just going to watch the highlights of it, guys, talk it through it, and tell you what was going on. There we go. Six minutes in, guys. Novak Djokovic and Andrei Shevchenko were at the game, guys. The first semi-final between AC and Inter. It was a corner from Inter, guys, and Dzeko with an instant finish into the top corner. Incredible goal. Out of nowhere. It was just a corner, guys. He just pulled on it. He was being marked tightly. Guys, by the AC Milan captain. But he got his leg around it. Cracked it in. Great goal. It was a brilliant goal. They're going to take some stopping, guys. There's no doubt. I'm just looking at the highlights, guys, of their semi-final with AC. The first game, which they won 2-0. A great finish from Dzeko for the first goal from the corner. Here Inter again. Martinez lets it run to Mkhitaryan and he cracks it in. 2-0. And that was all she wrote, guys. 10 minutes in, they were 2-0 up. First goal from Dzeko, second goal from Henrik Mkhitaryan. 10 minutes in, guys, 2-0 for Inter. AC playing very open. I mean, the defence all over the shop, but they were caught flat-footed. They were caught very flat-footed at AC Milan. Didn't have a bad season. They finished fourth in the league, 2 points behind third-placed Inter. But over both legs, they were well beaten by Inter. Some sloppy defending from AC again leaves Inter in again. They could get a third here. Cracked off the post. Telling you. Chowanoglu cracked it against the post, guys. Barella, another chance. Keeper saves it. AC all over the place. Losing that Champions League final in Paris still hurts to this day. Yeah, tell me, man. Tell me about it. 2006, I remember it well. It's like it was yesterday. I remember it well, man. That was a tough day. That was a tough day. Penalty to Inter for Martinez. Maybe, maybe not. He went down in the box. I don't think there was any contact, though. In my opinion, there wasn't any contact. In my opinion, there wasn't contact there. After 30 minutes, there was a penalty check, guys. He's taking a look at it on VAR. In my opinion, that was not a penalty, but yeah. Inter were miles ahead. He made the most of it. There was a little bit of contact, but he made the most of it. In my opinion. He's changed his mind. He's overturned it. No penalty, no foul. And he rescinded the yellow card against the AC Milan defender. Milan were building here. Olivier Giroud, Di Marco, Raheem Dia tried to curl one. That was it, guys. But yeah, by far the better team. Simple as. Just watching the highlights of the semi-final, guys. Inter have a dangerous team. It's going to be an interesting match. AC, again with a chance, curled it wide. All right, let's go ahead to the second game, guys. Let's cut into the second match. See how Inter played in that game, the most recent one. It was 1 goal by Lautaro and Serdar Nerazzurri to Istanbul. Here we go, guys. This is going to kick it all into touch. All right, I'm after picking up 1 subscriber. Thank you very much, whoever that was. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that is tuning into this preview. Massive game lies ahead, guys. Enormous game. Just watching the highlights, guys, of Inter's win over AC in the semi-final second leg. It finished 1-0 to Inter with Lautaro scoring. Lautaro Martinez settling the game. Corner to AC. Inter get it away. They're breaking. But AC very aggressive. The game is getting very nasty out there, guys. Very spicy. AC with a lot of chances. What a chance. And what a great save by the keeper. But there was a load of fouls leading up to that, guys. Barella was fouled. Diaz with the chance for AC, but he didn't quite catch it. The goalkeeper gratefully took it in his arms. But the game was really fired up, guys, and AC really started well. Here's Inter on the break with Dzeko on the left-hand side. Martinez makes a run. Denzel Dumfries. Barella's shot is beaten away. And AC survive. Just. Both keepers played very well in that second leg, guys, I have to say. But yeah, it's going to be tough for Man City. This Inter team is quite good. Leo for AC Milan. Brilliant chance. Almost a goal. What an opportunity for Milan again, not taken. Great play from Leao. Brilliant play. Leao unleashed. Martinez got something on it, guys. What a save. Great save from Manuel. Incredible save. 6 people watching, guys. Welcome along to my live stream. I'm just looking at the semi-final, Inter against AC. They won that 1-0, of course, the semi-final second leg. Just reminding people, guys, this Inter team will not be easily beaten. They played very well over the 2 legs. Of course, so did Manchester City against Real. They went to the Bernabeu and got a point. You know what I mean? It was not a happy time for former Gunnar Olivier Giroud in the semi-final, guys. He was completely ineffective. Lautaro Martinez saying there's a lot of play acting going on. He got the goal that settled the game, guys. As always, Martinez struck. Here he is peeling off. Gosens with the pass. Martinez again. Gosens. Lukaku, the big man. Martinez. Here we go. Lukaku, Martinez. And there it is. Martinez delivers it. And that was 1-0 in the match and 3-0 on aggregate. And they were surely on their way to the final then, guys. You know what I mean? A brilliant performance from Inter Milan in the semi-final. That win over AC. What can you say, guys? They were very, very good. Very good. It's not going to be an easy game for Man City, regardless. It's going to be a tough one. Oh, a wasp was after coming in. Damn it, I had the window open. There's a wasp flying around, guys. I'm trying to stay calm. Just give me a second there. Just 1 second, guys. I don't want to. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. It's a very hot day here in London, and I had the window open, and a wasp came in, and he was going to sting the life out of me. So I had to react before I got absolutely massacred. Nahal XD. Who do you think is going to win? To be honest, I think Inter have a very good chance. I think Inter Milan have a very good chance in this game. Something tells me they're going to really put it up to Manchester City. I think it's going to be a very tough game. I'm not going to lie. I think it could go either way. My opinion, yeah. I fancy Inter. I was very impressed with them in the 2 games against AC Milan. They finished 3rd in Serie A this season, 2 points ahead of AC, believe it or not. I was very impressed with them in the 2 legs. Of course, Manchester City went to the Bernabeu, and they had a fantastic result. They took it back to the Etihad, and they absolutely trashed Real 4-0. I mean, let's be honest about this. Yeah, let's have it right. They absolutely wiped the floor with them in that semi-final at the Etihad, and they produced a great performance also at the Bernabeu in the first leg. So, my opinion, yeah, I think Inter have a really, really good chance. I'm not going to lie, man. I think they have a really good chance. Yeah, Martinez can win it. I can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. And if anybody here wants to make a donation to me, I have a monetized channel. So if you want to donate $1, I would be very, very, pleased. Please do. You can donate at the bottom of the message bar. You can donate money there. Yeah. If you want to donate to the old school gunner, I would appreciate it. If not, it's cool. Just like this video of me and subscribe to my channel now. I'm looking to pick up a couple of subscribers. I want to hit 1.8k as soon as I can. So help me out with that, and I'd appreciate it. See how this video is doing so far. Yeah, 29 views, not bad. Respectable. Respectable. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the watch along, guys. I'm going to be doing a watch along at starting at 7:30 p.m. British Standard Time. Game of course kicking off at 8 p.m. So make sure to tune into my channel. I'll be hosting a watch along. And after that, I don't know how long the game is going to go, to be honest. Maybe 10, maybe after. But I will 10 p.m. or after. I will be doing. I have it penciled in for 10 p.m. But like I said, it's unpredictable how long the game is going to go. But I will be doing a review of the game, and I will have a special guest on my channel, and we're going to talk football. It's as simple as that. So something to look forward to. Are you going to put game in your Twitch? I'm doing a watch along now. I don't actually use my Twitch account. I just kind of stream on it. I can't stream the game, of course, because that's a copyright. I can't stream the game. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I wouldn't even know how to do it. But you can watch the game. What country are you in, man? What country are you in? Where are you actually living? Let me know, because if you're living in the UK, you can watch it, yeah. But I think it's going to be free. Yeah, it's going to be free on YouTube, man. I don't know how do you have the Sky Puck, but if you don't, the game is actually being shown on YouTube live. BT Sports. BT Sports actually have the rights for all of the European games this season, but they are showing it. BT Sports are showing it live on YouTube. So all you need to do, man, is just enter Champions League final, and you can watch the whole game live, good quality on YouTube. Because the finals are free to watch in the UK. Yeah? So BT Sport are going to be live streaming simultaneously on YouTube. So check it out, man. I can watch it like that, or I can also watch it on the TV because I have the Sky Puck, because BT are on that too, yeah. So I think I'll just watch it on the TV because it's a big screen. You know what I mean? It's a bigger screen than my laptop here. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting game. And honestly, like I said, I really think Inter are going to do it. But yeah, thank you too, yeah. And thank you for tuning in. And spread the word about my channel, yeah. To all your friends, this, that, and the other. Get the word out there about my channel, yeah. Spread the word. I'm looking to build up my subscribers total. I've got 1,760, and I'm aiming for 1,800. So I'm really going for it, yeah. Simple as. But thank you for tuning in, yeah. I appreciate it. And yeah, I think it's going to be a massive game. I think it's going to be a huge game. And do I think Inter can win? Yeah, I do. I think they have a really good chance. All the pressure is going to be on City, yeah? They're going for the treble. All the pressure is going to be on Guardiola. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah? I have to leave. We'll see you later. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll be doing, like I said, a watch along of the game. So if you want to tune into my channel as well when you're watching it, if you want to tune in and drop a couple of comments like now, please do. I'd appreciate it. It's going to be an interesting game, no doubt. But I'll be doing a watch along and a review. So the watch along, everyone is going to be actually watching it. Like everyone's going to be doing watch alongs. But the review, I expect to get a bit of interest in that. There should be a few people watching, coming on. We're going to be talking football. I have a special guest coming on. So yeah, I'm going to push the ball out there. I'm going to do what I can to boost my channel. But yeah, it's the Champions League final. You know what I mean? I want to get things moving. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, great to see so many people tuning in, guys. Great to have you along. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's go to YouTube here. 7 people watching. Welcome along to my live stream. It's gone up to 4. Was 7. Welcome along, guys, to my live stream. Yeah, a preview of tonight's game between Manchester City and Inter Milan. People asking me a lot. Nahel there was asking me what I thought. Nahel XT, what do I think? Do Inter have a chance? Yeah, in my opinion, they have a very good chance. I think they have a really, really good opportunity in this game to go do something. I think it's going to be difficult for it's going to be difficult for Man City. Like, all of the pressure was on them. They are overwhelming favourites going into the game. The way they disposed of Real Madrid in the semi-final, I mean, was very impressive in both games. Yeah, they played incredible at the Bernabeu as well, and incredible at home. They beat them 4-0 in Manchester, of course. But yeah, what can I say? I think Inter have a really good chance. I'm not going to lie. I think they have a really, really good chance in this game. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, we'll have to see. After hitting the pay out there on my channel, guys, there's an advertisement for 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to boost my channel a bit. Yeah, an advertisement being watched for 2.5 hours. It's playing away nice and easy. Yeah, what can I say? A massive, massive game awaits. A huge clash. Nice to see so many people tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like in this video for me, guys, and drop a comment there. I am monetized. If you want to donate some money, I would appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm living in an expensive city like London. If you want to donate some money, guys, please do. Like I said, I am monetized. Smash it, guys. $1 will do. Doesn't have to be more than that. $1 is fine. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. And thank you in advance. So anyone that wants to do like a super chat, do. I'd appreciate it. 6 people watching. Welcome along, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on the road to 1K, 1.8K. Predictions, guys. Let me know how you think this great game is going to go tonight. I'm delighted to say that I'm going to be doing a watch along of the game starting at 7:30, and afterwards I'm going to be doing a review of the game. I have a guest coming on, and we're going to talk football. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Which reminds me, I actually have to send him the link. I'll do it after the stream. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to talk football. Great to have you along, guys. Massive, massive game tonight, the Champions League final. I'm absolutely delighted to say that I have the day off work, which I asked for, and I will be doing a watch along of the game, starting at 7:30 p.m. British Standard Time. Game kicks off at 8 p.m. of course. Afterwards, I will be doing a review of the game, so make sure you check that out, guys. But yeah, it's going to be a cracking game, a really good game of football, no doubt. I think Inter have a chance. I'm not going to lie. I think they're an incredible team. And I think the way they played in the semi-final against AC showed the world, showed everybody what this team is capable of. Yeah. I think they have a really, really good chance, no doubt. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think he could go extra time and penalties, no doubt. I have to say that, yeah. I think he could go all the way. So we'll have to see. But yeah, massive game coming up, guys. Delighted to say that I will be doing a watch along of the match starting at 7:30. My prediction: I think Inter have a really good chance. Seriously, I mean, I think they are very good. I think they had a great semi-final, 2 victories in both legs over AC Milan. I think they're going to do something. I think they're really going to go for it in this game. Can't say no more about it than that. I think they have a very good chance. Season just gone, Serie A, they finished third on 72 points. Napoli won it with a total of 90 points, but they were 2 points off second place, Inter. So they had a good enough season. They won 5 of the last 6. And like I said, the way they took care of AC in that semi-final was impressive. They played very good. They played very, very good. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. You have to say City have the players that can hurt them, but Inter are a dangerous team. I mean, not to be underestimated, no doubt. They're going to be well up for it. Well up for it. That's what I see going on anyway. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Absolutely huge game tonight coming up in the Champions League final. Man City facing Inter Milan. Which way do I see it going? I think it's up for grabs. I think both teams have a very, very good chance of winning. Possibly Inter Milan are going to win this one. In my opinion, I think they have a very good chance in this game, believe it or not. I think Manchester City have to be on it from the very first whistle to make sure of this win. They're going for the treble. City are going for the treble. The pressure is all on them. You know what I mean? City are underdogs. I think that will suit them. But they're going to go for it. You know what I mean? But Inter, I think they have a very good chance in this one. I really do. I think the tag of underdogs will suit them to the ground. I think Simone Inzaghi has had his team very well prepared this season. They finished third in Serie A, just 2 points off second place. The way they disposed of AC Milan in the semi-final was impressive. I was very impressed with the way they beat them. I mean, what can you say? It was really, really good. So can't say no more about it than that. You have to give them their respect, yeah, and give them their dues. It's as simple as that. So yeah, big up, man. Big up to Inter. Yeah. They deserve their place in this final. And I'm sure they're going to give an account to themselves. They're not going to roll over as easy as people think. Trust me. City are good. They beat Man United. To be honest, United weren't really on it in that game. I'm not going to pick on United, but I don't rate them in the final of the FA Cup. I didn't think they did anything special, to be honest. And I also think Manchester City were a little bit nervous, to be honest, the way they played. So we didn't see United. We didn't see United at their peak, and we didn't see Man City at their peak, in my opinion. But the best team won on the day, no doubt about it. But in my opinion, this game is going to be very, very different to that. And I really think that Inter are going to give an account to themselves. You know what I mean? I'm just going to watch I'm just going to watch Manchester City in their last game, not Champions League, in the FA Cup final against United. I'll talk you through it, guys, what was going on in that game. But yeah, they were They didn't play, like I said, at their best, in my opinion, but they won. You know what I mean? Let's watch the FA Cup final, guys, last weekend. Man City v Man United. Let's see how good City were. Yeah. You know what I mean? Of course, they took off like an express train in that game. They were 1-0 up after like 13, 14 seconds, and they never looked back. United were shell shocked, let's be honest about it. They got caught well and truly. But it is what it is. I'm just watching the highlights of City's last game, guys, which of course was the FA Cup game against United. I'm going to talk you through it. The game kicked off, guys, with Gundogan playing the ball back to the keeper. The ball went forward and City were ahead immediately. Haaland got a header. De Bruyne got a header. And Gundogan smashed it into the back of the net. That was basically it. Like I said, Gundogan played it back to the keeper. He played a long ball. Haaland got it. De Bruyne got it. And Gundogan smashed it in. And that was it. Simple. Easy football there, guys. And United were well and truly caught out. But yeah, this is what happened in the game, guys. I'm just looking at Manchester City's last game, which was against United in the Cup. You have an idea what to expect. They started fast, City. I think they were going to have to be careful now. Like, City started very fast against United. They scored the fastest ever goal in an FA Cup final. I think it was like 13 seconds, 14 seconds. Technically perfect from Gundogan. Yeah. Bullet header from Rodriguez, just wide of the near post. I think it actually hit the post. It was very close. Haaland again causing all kinds of problems. Gundogan again, Haaland again. Stretches, it was just away from him. He couldn't quite connect with the guys, but almost. Yeah, I'm just watching highlights. It's Arsenal Forever. I heard there is a new host on Italian morning, Felicio Scofellini. Poor old Philip Schofield, man. Now look, it's politics at the end of the day, yeah, but Philip Schofield, man, I mean, he's really been through the ringer in the past couple of days, past week or so. Philip Schofield, by a new Italian morning, Felicio Scofellini. Yeah, there must be, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Looking at City's last game against United, they started off very quick, and that's something that Inter are going to have to watch. They started off extremely fast. Extremely fast. So, yeah, that's something they're going to have to watch. That's something they're going to have to watch, seriously. United looking for a handball against Grealish. Paul Tierney went across to look at the guys and gave the penalty. And here came Bruno Fernandes, and he scored. Marvellous from the man. For people watching, guys, welcome along. I hope you're enjoying this live stream. I'm watching City's last game, which was against United in the Cup, of course, to see what Inter have to expect. A quick start from City is what you're going to see. A lot of ball possession. City always had the advantage in this game, though. They could have got a penalty there for that foul by Fred on De Bruyne, but they got away with it. De Bruyne with a free kick. And Gundogan again with the goal. In fairness, he didn't cover himself in glory, but none of the defenders did either. They're all ball watching. I mean, I always blame the goalkeeper, but the defenders were just static. And it was in. And that was it. That bit of class. It's a free kick from De Bruyne, and Gundogan shot into the ground and into the back of the net. And that was basically it. Yeah, they have to be careful from set pieces as well against Manchester City. Yeah, yeah, I think De Gea was unsighted there, to be honest. He actually got a hand to it, but it went in. He got across late, he didn't see it till late. Why was the washing machine laughing? Because it took the piss out of the knickers. You're coming out with your A material, huh? You're coming out with your A material. How's it going? You're coming out with your A material. This video is doing well. I have to say, I'm happy. Good response. Thank you to Arsenal Forever for your comments and your jokes. I appreciate it. But who do you think is going to win the final, Arsenal Forever? Who do you actually think is going to win the final? Let me know, yeah? Like, realistically, do you think Inter have a chance? Welcome, everyone. How do you plan a party out of space? You plan it. Go on, man. Go on. But who do you think seriously is going to win the game, man? Do you think Inter Milan actually have a chance in tonight's match? It's not going to be easy for them, that's for sure. But I think they have a good shot. I think they can do something in this game. You know what I mean? I think they can upset United. That's my own opinion. I think they can actually do something. They didn't have a bad season, Inter. They finished third on 72 points, 2 points off second place. Lazio and Napoli, of course, were the runaway winners on 90 points. They had 16 more than second place, and they had 18 more than Inter. So they won it by a good bit, yeah. Big up Napoli, man. They definitely did that for Diego. You know what I mean? For Diego Maradona. Man City are going to win the Champions League. Yeah, possibly so, yeah. If Gundogan plays like he did last time out against United in the Cup, they probably will. I mean, his form has been pivotal to the team. If he plays like he did last time out, they could go all the way. No doubt about that. I think that's fair to say. They could really do something in the game. He has been absolutely pivotal now. He has been fantastic for them. No doubt about that. It's not going to be an easy one, that's for sure. It is not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. City are going to have to be on it. They are a quick starting team. They showed it against Manchester United. Yeah, they started very fast in that game. It's going to be an interesting one, no doubt about it. No doubt, guys. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'm taking a quick break and I'll be back. Yeah. Alright, I'm back, guys. Took a little pit stop there. Let me take on some fluids. It's a very warm day in London, guys. Absolutely roasting. I'm glad I'm not working. Global warming is coming a bit of a problem, guys. The climate is changing. I don't want to sound boring, yeah, but the climate is changing. Global warming is definitely becoming a bit of a problem around, you know. What can I say? Everybody is kind of struggling, you know what I mean? It's not an easy time. But yeah, this isn't the channel about that anyway. This is a channel about football. And the Champions League final is coming thick and fast. All the people looking forward to this. I'd imagine Manchester City fans are extremely nervous at the moment. I would be if I was them anyway. It's going to be an incredible game. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I want to thank everybody for your support. Thank you to Arsenal forever, man. I'm doing a watch along starting at 7:30. So if you want to join in for that, if you want to tune in for that, it's going to be a bit of fun. Thank you to Nahel XD. Thank you to, yeah, that was basically it. Big up Arsenal forever, man. Thank you for your support as always. I appreciate it too. And like I said, I'll be back on at 7:30, and then I'll be doing a review after the game. And that's going to really kick it into touch. All right, man. So take care of yourself, Arsenal forever, and I might see you later, man. And enjoy the game. If I don't, and enjoy. Remember, you can watch it on YouTube. If you don't have a Sky Puck like BT, you can watch it on YouTube because the Champions League and the finals of Europe's competition, BT has the rights, but they're actually being shown for free. So there you go. All right, take it easy. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Take it easy, Arsenal forever, and thank you for tuning. I appreciate it, guys. Smash the like in this video for me. Sub my channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 1.8k. I am monetized, so if you want to donate a little bit of money, please do. Just press at the bottom of the message bar. Only $2, guys. That's all I'm asking. All right. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and enjoy the game later on. It's going to be epic. Trust me. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.